Hey everybody, welcome to a little post-Oscars live stream. I just got back from an Oscars event. Let me try to straighten this out a little bit. I apologize, I'm just a little bit drunk. But I wanted to talk because there's a couple things that popped up. Obviously, the Best Picture thing is going to be the biggest, but a few things I wanted to comment on because I do kind of get into the whole Oscars thing. I don't watch nearly as many movies as I should, both per year, and then if you were to start listing off some of the best movies of all time, my chances of watching pretty much any of them is low. But I do like sort of the pageantry of the Oscars. I like the evaluation and categorization of things. So the Oscars is interesting to me, and I did try to watch a lot of the movies this year, and so I did see many of them. But let's start off with, of course, the Best Pictures kerfuffle. And so Warren Beatty goes out there and announces that La La Land has won and is the best picture. I don't work. I'm at home right now. And La La Land has won. They get up there. Minutes go by, despite the fact that there have got to be dozens or hundreds of people in that room who know which movie was supposed to win Best Picture. They let them go on and on and on before they correct it, and it turns out that it was Moonlight. And so now everybody's wondering what actually happened. Why is it that that Warren Beatty thought it was La La Land? And there's a lot of different explanations as to what it could have been. It could have been Warren Beatty's fault. It could have been that he was given the wrong information. Emma Stone says, by the way, that she had her Best Actress thing with her the whole time, and so it didn't get mixed in with his. Now, it is entirely possible that they, in those envelopes, that they must check hundreds of times, accidentally posted the wrong information. But I don't think that that's the most obvious explanation or the most likely explanation. I think that if you watch Warren Beatty and the way he came out and all that, even his explanation after the fact, it seems a little bit more likely that it was him, that he did something wrong. Now, see, I would imagine that, I've never opened one of these envelopes, but I would imagine that in addition to the card that says who won, there's probably like a summary card that says all of the nominees in case the teleprompter goes down or something. It probably lists here are the ones that are up for it. I think he just read off of that or something. I think that that's probably the most likely explanation. Now, as to the actual merit of the award, I thought that La La Land was going to win. If it was up to me, I probably would have given it to La La Land. I know that that's a betrayal of everything, and you're supposed to not think that. I did not see all of the Best Picture nominees, I will grant you. I didn't see Hacksaw Ridge. I didn't see... Was Florence Foster Jenkins up for Best Picture? I'm not sure. I didn't see Hacksaw Ridge. I didn't see Manchester by the Sea. But honestly, like, I liked a lot of the movies, but I wanted La La Land to win, and my second and third were probably like Fences and Lion, honestly. I liked Moonlight. Moonlight is a perfectly good movie. Very beautifully shot, especially when you consider the little money that they had. Amazing acting. I will admit, maybe this is just me being shallow. For me, acting isn't the biggest thing that I go in for a movie. Like, I can be impressed by a good performance, but that's not the thing that really draws me to movies too much. Although they are movies and they have actors and all of that. And I'm dating an actress. I do like acting. I'm just saying it's not the most important thing to me. So I think Moonlight is great, totally deserving. I would have given it to La La Land. Perfectly fine that they got it. But that wasn't actually the upset that bothered me the most by far. The one that like really pissed me off actually was the Best Actor going to Casey Affleck for Manchester by the Sea. What the fuck are they thinking? Now granted, I didn't watch Manchester by the Sea, but I've seen a little bit of it, and I know Casey Affleck from other things. How did that not go to Denzel Washington for Fences? Fences is a better... I didn't see it. I love... La La Land was a jerk-off fest for Hollywood. Yeah, of course it was a jerk-off fest for Hollywood, in addition to being an amazing, complicated-to-make movie with great acting and musical performances and all of that. It can be many things. It doesn't have to be just one. No, Denzel Washington definitely should have gotten it. His acting in Fences was amazing. And then when you see the fact that he was both acting and directing, that he worked for a decade to get that movie on the screen, it should have been him. And when they went to Denzel Washington in the audience and they showed him, that dude was not happy. And so Casey Affleck was like trying to make him feel better about it. Says, you taught me acting, blah, blah, all that stuff. They went to Denzel. He was just fuming, like tears in his eyes, rage on his face. I would have given it to Denzel in that case. There was a couple of smaller ones I disagreed with. So they gave Best Song to City of Stars. I would have given it to Audition. I think that it's a better song. I think it's better in the movie, and it's better outside of the movie. I think it's a great song. And I just would rather hear Emma Stone sing, I guess. I'm very glad that Emma Stone got the Best Actress. I thought that was... They chose the right person. Both the Best Supporting, they chose the right ones. There were some smaller... Like, I thought that the Best CGI should have gone to Doctor Strange. I thought that... I mean, I didn't see... not Lion King. Jungle Book. But Doctor Strange had the most amazing CGI ever. I don't get how they didn't give it to him. There were a couple of other little things. Overall, I will say I don't... going into it, I don't really like Jimmy Kimmel that much. I don't think that he's amazing. But he did a very good job. I thought he was very funny. There were a couple of things, though, that were really uncomfortable, and it was mostly when he started ad-libbing. Like, I think the prepared stuff was good, the scripted stuff, but, like, when he was interacting with the people they brought off the bus, it was just awkward with the names, and I just didn't need to see him having those sorts of interactions. I don't know what the Dylan Roof of the Oscars thing is. That was uncomfortable, and lifting up the kid who played Saru in Lion, I wouldn't have done that. I think that was probably a bad call. I know that he's having fun, it's a little kid, you want to have a fun interaction. I probably wouldn't have gone in that particular direction, though. That's just maybe just me. They gotta put Justin Timberlake in everything these days. Yes, he's very talented, he's a great singer, great dancer. That song is catchy. It's also like the shallowest piece of music that has ever been written. Since Everybody Needs Smiles from Arrested Development, perhaps. Please expand on the Best Picture debacle that happened. I mean, I did talk about it in the beginning. It was so insulting to La La Land. Look, I would have preferred if La La Land got it, but I don't think it's insulting. That implies that it was purposeful. And I don't think it was purposeful. And if it wasn't, just because they said their name first doesn't mean that they get the award, of course. It goes to the one that got the most votes. And the people voted for Moonlight. And like I said, Moonlight is a beautiful movie. I really did enjoy it. It has great acting. It probably has better acting than La La Land. But I'm just weighing a lot of variables, and so I preferred La La Land. I will also say this. I am frustrated still. And there's a lot of things that the Academy gets wrong, and movies that, like, they don't generally feature people who are not physically attractive. They don't feature people who are older, obviously, especially for female actresses. And this is probably the 30th thing on that list, but it really does bother me that, like, fantasy and sci-fi is still so casually denigrated. I mean, they threw Arrival in there because Arrival it's a very cool sci-fi concept, but it's subtle, and so it was acceptable. But, like, I don't know, Deadpool was great. They got no category for Deadpool. Doctor Strange, I don't think it was an amazing movie, but even that couldn't win in the CGI category. I don't know, it bothers me that you gotta be animated if you want to have any chance of fantasy and sci-fi. That's why something like Moana or Kubo or something like that, but when it's actual people, they just say they have no interest. And then that frustrates me a little bit. Overall, though, I thought it was a great show, very funny moments. I thought that they featured a lot of, I love the joke about, like, Mel Gibson early on, and then I'm not sure if he actually got it. So overall, I didn't see Sing Street, so I can't comment on that. I still have to see, I want to see Hacksaw Ridge, especially after seeing some of the footage, even though it's Mel Gibson, I know, but I want to see the movie, and that the concept was really cool. I haven't seen Hidden Figures. I might see Manchester by the Sea, but honestly, I couldn't be less interested in a movie than I am in that. What are the other ones I was missing? I know that there's some stuff I didn't see. I don't know what Captain Fantastic is. It has the most ridiculous title for a movie ever. Like, I imagine it's, I don't know, like Captain Jack Sparrow flying off to Venus. I don't know. But anyway, so that's the Oscars. They've got some splaining to do tomorrow when it comes to how exactly that kerfuffle happened. I think that Warren Beatty made a mistake. Exactly. Well, look, I don't know. I mean, he's talking about the Emma Stone thing. We honestly don't know. All these are on What the Flick, man. Well, yeah, but I can't just watch the review on What the Flick. I gotta watch the actual movie. Maybe it's Dunaway's fault. I honestly don't know. I'm assuming What the Flick will make a video, but it'll probably take a couple days. Anyway, guys, I gotta run. It's super late over here. It's even later on the West Coast, or the East Coast, I should say. So thank you for watching. Just wanted to give you my thoughts about an eventful Oscars. Let me know what you think down below. I'll see you a little bit later on.